Chrysler, once a powerhouse of American innovation, the brand that gave us iconic cars like the 300 and the minivan revolution, is now at a crossroads. With just one model left in its lineup and rumors swirling about its survival, what's really going on with Chrysler? Is this the end or a radical reinvention? Today, we're diving deep into Chrysler's uncertain future. From near bankruptcy in 2008 to its current struggles under Stellantis, we'll break down the challenges, the rumors, and the potential comeback plan. Stick around because things are about to get interesting. Chrysler's current state, once a cornerstone of American automotive luxury, Chrysler now finds itself in a state of limbo. With only a single model, the Pacifica minivan, actively holding the brand's fort, Chrysler's identity has become increasingly blurred. Once known for stylish sedans and innovation, it has faded into near obscurity within Stellantis' vast brand portfolio. While the Pacifica still garners praise for its comfort and hybrid technology, Chrysler's absence from major market segments like SUVs and electric vehicles has left many questioning its future relevance. Stellantis prioritizing Jeep, Ram, and Dodge. Stellantis, the global auto giant formed from the merger of Fiat Chrysler and PSA Group, has clearly shifted its North American focus toward high-profit, high-demand brands like Jeep, Ram, and Dodge. These brands cater to booming segments such as trucks and performance SUVs, drawing far more consumer attention and investment than Chrysler. This strategic prioritization has pushed Chrysler to the sidelines, with minimal marketing and development resources allocated, fueling speculation that the brand may be slowly phased out. Discontinuation of the 300. Leaving NO sedans, the discontinuation of the Chrysler 300 in 2023 marked the end of an era and underscored the brand's retreat from the once dominant sedan market. The 300, known for its bold design and smooth V8 power, was one of the last remaining full-size American sedans. Its departure leaves Chrysler with no cars in its lineup, reducing it to a single minivan offering. This absence from a broad range of vehicle categories highlights just how much ground Chrysler has lost in recent years. Electric shift delays. Where's the EV lineup? While Stellantis has aggressively announced electric ambitions for other brands, Chrysler's transition to electrification has been slow and largely symbolic. Despite teasing an all-electric concept, the Airflow SUV, there's been little concrete movement or official production dates. As rivals race ahead with EV lineups across multiple segments, Chrysler remains curiously absent from the electrified future. With the entire industry pivoting toward zero-emission mobility, Chrysler's delay could make or break its survival in the next automotive chapter. Why Chrysler is struggling. Chrysler, once a cornerstone of the American automotive landscape, is now grappling with an identity crisis and a shrinking lineup that underscores its struggle to stay relevant. With only a couple of models in its current portfolio, the brand has fallen behind in innovation, market presence, and consumer perception. In a competitive industry driven by rapid electrification and SUV dominance, Chrysler's limited offerings and sluggish evolution have left it on shaky ground, overshadowed by more agile and diversified automakers within the Stellantis family. Over-reliance on minivans, Pacifica can't carry the brand alone. At the heart of Chrysler's troubles is its overdependence on the Pacifica minivan, a well-regarded vehicle but not nearly enough to sustain a full-scale brand. The minivan market itself is shrinking, with crossovers and SUVs stealing the spotlight from what was once a staple of suburban life. While the Pacifica hybrid showcases Chrysler's potential in plug-in innovation, it's not sufficient to capture the attention of broader audiences or rejuvenate the brand's image. Without fresh entries in the SUV or EV segments, Chrysler risks becoming a one-hit wonder, with the Pacifica left to do all the heavy lifting. Failed reinventions. Remember the Chrysler 200 flop? Chrysler has attempted reinvention before, most notably with the Chrysler 200, but those efforts have largely fallen flat. The 200 was marketed as a stylish, mid-size sedan that could compete with class leaders, but poor reviews, cramped interiors, and quality issues ultimately led to its demise. This high-profile flop not only hurt Chrysler's credibility, but also made the company more risk-averse in launching new models. Each failed attempt chips away at consumer trust, and without successful reinventions, the brand has remained stuck in neutral while rivals accelerate forward. Stellantis tight budget, investments going to EVs, but not to Chrysler yet. As Stellantis directs its resources toward electrification and future-focused platforms, Chrysler finds itself at the back of the funding line. While brands like Jeep, Dodge, and even Peugeot are seeing new models and EV concepts roll out, Chrysler remains in a holding pattern, with few signs of imminent investment. The company has hinted at an all-electric future, including a concept called the Airflow, but delays and lack of concrete timelines suggest a brand in limbo. Unless Stellantis commits to funding Chrysler's revival, the brand may continue to fade from relevance in an industry that's rapidly leaving the past behind. The future, comeback or canceled. Chrysler has long teetered between reinvention and irrelevance, but as the automotive world pivots toward electrification, the brand faces a pivotal moment. Will it stage a bold comeback or quietly fade into history? With a shrinking lineup and increasing pressure from both legacy automakers and aggressive startups, Chrysler's future hinges on decisive moves. The next few years will determine whether it embraces innovation or becomes another casualty of the EV revolution. The groundwork is there. What remains is execution, and Chrysler is running out of time to make a lasting impression. Electric 300C, teased in 2022, will happen. When Chrysler teased the idea of an electric 300C in 2022, it sparked a wave of nostalgia-fueled excitement. The 300C has long stood as a symbol of bold American luxury with muscle car attitude, and the thought of its revival as a sleek, powerful EV was thrilling. However, since the initial tease, updates have been scarce, and the silence is deafening. Will the 300C reemerge as a flagship electric sedan with performance and panache? Or was that tease just a final bow? For fans and EV enthusiasts alike, hope lingers, but patience is wearing thin. Aerodynamic EV minivan to battle Tesla's Cybertruck-esque van. Imagine a Chrysler minivan not just reborn, but redefined, sleek, aerodynamic, and electric. Rumors of an EV minivan designed to challenge the likes of Tesla's upcoming van concepts have started to swirl, pointing to a futuristic model that could combine family practicality with cutting-edge tech and bold styling. With Chrysler's minivan heritage and Stellantis EV know-how, this could be a golden opportunity to lead the segment once again. But to succeed, Chrysler must think radically, not retro. This minivan needs to be a statement, not just a sequel. Total rebrand. Could Chrysler become a premium EV-only mark? Perhaps the most daring path forward lies in a total reinvention, transforming Chrysler into a premium, EV-only brand within the Stellantis empire. It's not far-fetched. Other legacy brands have undergone similar metamorphoses. With the right investment and vision, Chrysler could pivot from an aging portfolio to a high-tech, high-design future akin to what Polestar is for Volvo or what Genesis became for Hyundai. This transformation would be bold, but bold is exactly what Chrysler needs. The question is, does it have the vision and the time to pull it off? The electric future. Once a titan of American automotive innovation, Chrysler has been struggling to stay relevant in a fast-changing industry, falling behind competitors as EV giants like Tesla, Rivian, and even legacy automakers like Ford and GM dominate headlines. But Chrysler isn't ready to fade into history just yet. With the debut of the Chrysler Halcyon EV concept and promises of a fully electric lineup by 2028, the brand is signaling a daring comeback, not just to survive, but to lead. Under Stellantis umbrella, Chrysler is betting everything on sleek, software-driven, zero-emissions vehicles that marry tech with luxury, aimed squarely at a younger, eco-conscious generation. The Halcyon, with its autonomous capabilities, dramatic design, and sustainable materials, feels like a preview of what Chrysler could become, a futuristic mobility brand rather than just another car maker. But let's be real. Is it too little, too late? Or can Chrysler pull off a comeback that rivals the likes of Hyundai's Ioniq or GM's Ultium-powered Rebirth? Stick around as we explore what's at stake, what's next, and why this electric push could be Chrysler's last shot at redemption. Smash that like button if you believe in second chances, and let's get into it. When it comes to American automotive brands under the Stellantis umbrella, Chrysler often plays the quiet sibling to Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, but don't mistake its calm for weakness. While Jeep dominates the off-road scene, Dodge roars down the drag strip with muscle-bound beasts, and Ram hauls the heavy loads with rugged pickups. Chrysler carves out its niche with understated elegance and family-first design. Chrysler's lineup may be smaller, currently centered around the Pacifica minivan and the aging but beloved 300 sedan, but what it lacks in numbers, it makes up for in refinement, comfort, and innovation. The Pacifica, for instance, remains one of the most advanced minivans on the market, offering plug-in hybrid options, luxurious interiors, and clever features like stow-and-go seating. In contrast, Dodge leans into aggressive styling and speed, with the Charger and Challenger delivering old-school muscle in a modern package. Jeep is all about versatility, whether you're city cruising in a Compass or rock crawling in a Wrangler Rubicon. And Ram? It's built to work, offering segment-leading interiors and towing capacities in its pickups. Chrysler, though, serves the family driver who wants a touch of class without the flash, blending comfort, tech, and practicality. As Stellantis evolves, Chrysler may seem quiet, but with a rumored EV rebirth on the horizon, don't be surprised if this brand makes a big, bold comeback. Could Chrysler merge with another brand? It's a question that's been quietly floating around as the automotive landscape shifts toward electrification, consolidation, and global expansion. Chrysler, once a titan of American innovation, has seen its lineup dwindle in recent years, with just the Pacifica and 300 holding down the fort. While its siblings, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, have clearly defined identities and strong market positions, Chrysler is in a bit of a transitional phase, and that opens the door to some interesting possibilities. Within Stellantis, there's room for internal synergy, a tighter collaboration, or even a merging of Chrysler with another brand like Peugeot or Citroën could give it access to new platforms, EV tech, and design language, allowing it to reinvent itself for a modern audience. On the flip side, outside partnerships or mergers could also be on the table. Imagine Chrysler aligning with a brand like Volvo for premium safety tech, or even Hyundai's Genesis for luxury benchmarks. Suddenly, Chrysler's future could pivot from uncertainty to reinvention. Of course, all of this is speculative for now, but one thing's for sure. If Chrysler is to thrive in this fast-evolving industry, a bold move, whether it's a merge, a strategic partnership, or a total rebranding, might just be on the horizon. When it comes to Chrysler, the conversation is anything but quiet. Fans and experts alike have plenty to say, especially as the brand navigates its place in a rapidly changing automotive world. Chrysler's loyal fans tend to praise the brand for its comfort, practicality, and American heritage, especially in models like the Pacifica, which is often regarded as one of the best minivans on the market due to its innovative features and family-friendly design. On the other hand, Chrysler enthusiasts often lament the brand's limited options, especially when compared to the boldness of its siblings, Dodge and Jeep. Some feel Chrysler has lost its edge, becoming more of a niche player with fewer models, while others argue that this streamlined focus could be its strength. Experts, however, are divided. Automotive critics appreciate Chrysler's commitment to quality and innovation, particularly with its hybrid technology and advanced safety features in the Pacifica. But there's a growing concern that the brand may not be evolving fast enough to keep pace with the electric revolution or the shifting consumer demand toward SUVs and crossovers. Many believe that Chrysler's future lies in electric mobility and could even see a comeback with a new, electrified lineup. But for now, Chrysler sits in an interesting position, holding onto a solid fan base while navigating the challenges of reinvention. Whether Chrysler will continue to dominate the family car market or take a bold leap into the future is a topic of much discussion. Chrysler, founded in 1925 by Walter P. Chrysler, is one of the big three automakers in the United States, alongside Ford and General Motors. Its roots trace back to the Maxwell Motor Company, which Chrysler took over and restructured. The Chrysler brand quickly became known for its innovation and quality, debuting with vehicles like the Chrysler 6, which featured advanced engineering, including a high-compression engine and a floating power system. Over the years, Chrysler made waves with numerous technological advancements, including the introduction of the first all-steel body in 1934. By the mid-20th century, Chrysler expanded its reach through acquisitions and the creation of new marques, such as Dodge, Plymouth, and the luxury brand Imperial. In terms of value, Chrysler's history has been marked by periods of both prosperity and struggle. The company experienced significant growth during the post-World War II economic boom and helped shape American automotive culture. However, by the 1970s, Chrysler faced financial troubles due to oil crises, increasing competition, and inefficiency. In response, Walter Chrysler's grandson, Lee Iacocca, became CEO in the late 1970s, saving the company from bankruptcy with a government bailout and the launch of successful models like the K-Car and the minivan, which became immensely popular. Chrysler's fortunes fluctuated over the decades, undergoing multiple ownership changes and mergers. In 1998, Chrysler merged with Daimler-Benz to form Daimler Chrysler, but the partnership dissolved in 2007, leading to Chrysler's acquisition by Cerberus Capital Management. This period of instability culminated in a government-backed bankruptcy during the 2008 financial crisis, after which Fiat took a controlling stake. Chrysler became part of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, FCA, in 2014, a global automotive giant that eventually merged with PSA Group 2021 to form Stellantis. The current parent company. Chrysler sales have fluctuated greatly, with peak periods driven by popular models like the Chrysler 300, the Pacifica minivan, and its line of trucks and SUVs. Despite these successes, Chrysler's sales have struggled in recent years, particularly as the brand faces intense competition from both traditional automakers and new entrants in the electric vehicle market. Nevertheless, Chrysler's legacy as a pioneer in the American automotive industry and its focus on technological innovation and design continue to be celebrated. Today, the brand remains focused on family vehicles, particularly minivans and SUVs, within the larger Stellantis umbrella, and it faces challenges in adapting to the rapidly changing automotive landscape, especially in electric vehicle development. Chrysler cars are known for their blend of innovation, luxury, and practicality, offering a range of vehicles suited to different needs, from family-oriented minivans to stylish sedans and SUVs. Here are some of the prominent Chrysler models and their features. Chrysler Pacifica. The Chrysler Pacifica is one of the brand's most recognized models, known for its versatility, especially as a family minivan. It has flexible seating. With stow-and-go seating, it allows the second and third rows to fold flat into the floor, providing a massive cargo space. Hybrid option. The Pacifica offers a plug-in hybrid version with excellent fuel efficiency for a minivan. Infotainment. A Uconnect infotainment system with a large touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto integration. Safety. Advanced safety features, including adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and lane keeping assist. Premium features. Available in higher trims, the Pacifica includes a premium sound system, heated and ventilated seats, and a panoramic sunroof. Chrysler 300. The Chrysler 300 is a full-size sedan that blends luxury with performance. Its features include powerful engine options, available with a V6 or a V8 engine, providing a balance of performance and efficiency. Elegant interior, leather upholstery, a premium audio system, and high-quality materials make for a luxurious cabin. Uconnect system, an intuitive infotainment system with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and an available 8.4-inch touchscreen. Safety. Standard and available features include blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking. Sporty performance. In the SRD trim, the Chrysler 300 offers a 5.7-liter V8 engine with enhanced handling and performance features. Chrysler Voyager. The Chrysler Voyager is a more affordable alternative to the Pacifica, aimed at families seeking a practical minivan. Key features include family-friendly design, similar to the Pacifica in terms of its size and functionality, but without the higher-end features. Standard safety features includes a rear-view camera, forward collision warning, and automatic emergency braking. Uconnect infotainment, an easy-to-use touchscreen system with available Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. Comfort, spacious seating for up to 8 passengers, with an emphasis on comfort and practicality for long trips. Chrysler Aspen discontinued. The Chrysler Aspen was a full-size SUV that combined luxury with utility, featuring V8 engine. Offer with a 5.7-liter V8 engine, delivering a robust performance suitable for towing and road trips. Spacious interior. A 3-row seating layout that could accommodate up to 8 passengers. Luxury features.